leaders, dreamers, changemakers, welcome to the Vibrant Living Podcast. Here, limitations shatter and potential explodes into a kaleidoscope of possibility. At the helm, Donna Tashjian, life mastery coach and founder of Vibrant Living International, weaves godly wisdom and Christian perspective into every step, empowering you to discover your purpose and light up your world. Here is your host, Donna.
Well, hello, my friends. Welcome back to another episode of the Vibrant Living Podcast. And I have another special guest today in this bonus episode. Yara is with us today, and I can't wait to hear the wisdom that she has to share and what she has been through and what God has done in her life. Yara, where do you live in the world?
Hey Donna, first of all, thank you so much for having me and inviting me to your platform. I currently live in the Carolinas.
Okay.
I am Puerto Rican by nationality and from New York. I grew up in New York and lived almost all my life in New York, so I'm a New Yorker.
Okay. So tell us about you. What are you currently doing and where did you begin this whole process?
Yes. So I am the owner and CEO of BCS, which stands for Bookkeeping Consulting Services, and we specialize in bookkeeping and financial management services for nonprofit organizations, and where we help them build a financial foundation and structure their systems for clarity and transparency. We also provide budgeting strategy plans for individuals. We help them make the most out of their income, gain money management skills to come out of debt systematically and build, put their money to work, in other words, and build that financial stability that they want and desire and deserve. Aside from that, I am a mother of one. He's a senior. I can't believe he's graduating this year. He's 17 going in 25.
Mm-hmm.
I love Zumba. I love spending time with my son, and I am also a survivor of a narcissistic, abusive relationship for 15 years. So
Yeah, I was going to ask the question. So have you always had known really well how to take care of money and always been so confident in being able to do all of this? Or is there another story involved?
Oh no, this comes that's a story to it. So well, first of all, I decided to start my own business, first the obvious reason, is wanting to break that 9 to 5 job structure and be my own boss and person mom and not having to ask her permission to be able to take a day off or vacation, whatever time I needed or wanted. Now, the not so obvious and behind the curtain story is it comes from my childhood, from seeing family members and friends struggle financially. It's in that sickening paycheck to paycheck cycle and always in survival mode. So I wanted to change that for me and my son, and breaking that generational cycle. Because I see, seeing my family and friends with that, struggling and with financial instability was what motivated me and not going that route. And since early, my early preteen years, I took it upon myself to learn about money management and finances. And I opened my first bank account when I was 11 years old. And in school, I was always involved some way, somehow with managing money, being the treasurer and all the, things of that sort. So it always either I looked for it, I put myself in it, or I was voluntold to deal with money. So either way.
So tell us about how you got out of that relationship. How did that begin and what ended? How did you move through that?
Oh, wow. Yes. So when we got together, I was single for a few years. So I was kind of ready to get it, get with someone, start dating and whatnot. But I didn't want nothing serious. But if you know about narcissism, they they hunt their victims, to say it like that.
Hmm.
They like to um condition their victims. So I guess he saw in me that loneliness and me seeking to get with someone and feel safe or whatnot. And um, we started as nothing serious. And
Hmm.
then from nothing serious end up to being a 15-year relationship with a
Hmm.
son. um, During that time, I went through a lot of psychological, emotional abuse. I was feeling, like I always say, feeling below the floor.
Hmm.
My self-esteem was so low. I didn't believe I was worthy, that I couldn't do anything, that I needed him for everything because he would put it in my head all the time, and creating that codependency. And I feared him because he even threatened me to
Yeah,
against my life, to say it like that, if I would dare to leave him,
right.
right? Put in that fear. And I always say that a lot of people may look from the outside and say so many things, like why she's still there, why she doesn't leave. But if you're on the inside, it's a whole different story. That fear, that anxiety.
Yeah.
And then having my son, then I have to not only protect me, but also protect him, you know.
Hmm.
But I just took that one day, that courage to get out. I planned it. I planned it because you cannot just get out just like that. I really planned my exit
Hmm.
until I decided to just leave him um and get out. And then there was another process after that, which is my healing process.
Hmm.
So, it's a journey. It's really a one step at a time journey after that, healing and really seeking for professional help, seeking from God,
Right.
you know, and giving me, for strength and for my health, mental, emotionally, even physically, because I gained so much weight with my depression and my anxiety, my fears, Um, so basically that.
What gave you the courage to make the plans to walk away, to exit, as you put it?
Yes.
Was there a tipping point? Was there something he did that it was just like the last straw?
Yes. He threatened me to kill me.
Okay.
So he even had friends of his calling my phone to put fear in me.
Mm.
Like, I'm watching you, I know where you at, I know where you work. Um, so I said I cannot continue with this. I cannot
Right.
continue living in this unhealthy environment for me and my son, because I already knew, it was, if it was affecting me, it was definitely affecting my son, which it was,
Hmm.
right? He feared his dad, which is not normal,
Right.
shouldn't be, right?
Right.
Should be the other way around. So I know that I was not meant to be there.
Hmm.
I was meant for greatness. I had my plans, I wanted to finish my bachelor's degree, which I did. Thank God I did. Um, I wanted to build my own business, continue
Hmm.
growing my own business. I had dreams and goals and aspirations even before I met him. So that was like my getaway car, to say it like that, right? I kind of started thinking about all that I wanted, what I was doing before I met him, right? How
Right.
focused I was. I kind of went back to that and I just
Awesome.
got out. And I just
Awesome.
got out because I couldn't continue. If not, I would not be here right now, to be honest. And I
Yeah.
have accomplished so many that I had after that.
Wonderful. That's so wonderful. I think that definitely God guides us and protects us even when we're in those kind of situations and decisions. And because I've said, I mean, I wasn't in that, but I said, I don't know that I'd be alive. It's
Hmm.
like the things that God can do. And I, I love this part of your story that even from a child, you're playing with money. It's just like, and without ever knowing it as a child, it's part of who God created you to be, is to help other people not be stuck in the same um, cycle of poverty, and that we can. It's like I've said, I don't have any other entrepreneurs in my family.
Yes.
And you feel kind of like the odd duck sometimes when you're doing these kind of things, but you're believing for more. We're going to get more, and we're not going to stay
Yeah.
stuck in the cycle of poverty that a lot of our family has been struggling just to survive, kind of thing. So I love that piece where even as a child, what I do, and all I said is I'm going to help people. And I really didn't know all that meant, but I'm just like, I'm helping people. I know that's what I'm called to do.
Yes,
And so how that
absolutely.
can unravel in that. So if people want to get in touch with you, or they run a nonprofit, or they know someone who does, or they just want to learn how to have better finances, how can they get in touch with you, and what resources do you have available for them?
Yes, absolutely. So they can go to my website, bookkeepingcs.com, or they
Okay.
can email me at info@bookkeepingcs.com. And from there, we can schedule a discovery call to see how BCS can help you best. Because actually, choosing nonprofits as my niche also comes from my childhood, right? Because I know that a lot of nonprofits, the support for many communities. And if they don't have that financial stability, they don't have that support that they need, they won't be able to survive and continue their mission to serve
Hmm.
their community. So that's actually one of the reasons why I chose nonprofits as my niche. Not that I cannot serve small businesses, because I do, and I actually have small
Hmm.
businesses as clients as well. However, nonprofits is my niche, and that's where my heart is. That's where also my strategy budgeting plans come
Okay.
for individuals, to help them, make the best out of the income and get out of debt, because I saw that. I lived that, being in debt and
Hmm.
not knowing, and seeing people not knowing where the next meal is coming, it's going to come, where it's coming from, it's just actually going to come, you know what I mean? So all of that ties up to my childhood and seeing and witnessing all of that.
Awesome. All right. We will put those links wherever you find this video or the podcast audio. We'll find the links to be able to reach out to you, because they never know what they don't know until they have
Right.
that free conversation. And so I encourage you, if you're ever struggling with your finances, or you just want to take your finances to learn how to have them grow even more, have a conversation with Yara. It is a gift that God has given her to see things that other people might miss. And so helping her allowing her to help you. So Yara, I thank you so much for all that you're doing, and all that the things that you're doing to help people. And it's a blessing to have you in my community.
Thank you so much, Don. I really, really appreciate it.
You are welcome. Well, I love highlighting people that can make your life better and help you to live more vibrantly, more in abundance, and more audacious abundance in every area of your life. If you are feeling stuck at all with some pain in your past, I would recommend my Turning Your Baggage into Luggage and learning more how to do that so that you can live the life you've always loved. There is also a link where you find me sharing this with able to schedule a call with me as well and learn how God has given me the talent to help people to turn their baggage into luggage in a very quick way, and it doesn't have to take forever. As well as I have a free guide, the Christian Woman's Guide to Renew, Recharge, and Thrive. There are tips and tools in that downloadable PDF that you can have as well. Please share this with someone who needs to hear it, that there is always hope in every situation, and let's get out of poverty and into abundance. And so until I'm back with you again, have a wonderful day. Bye for now.
I hope your soul feels ignited, your spirit nourished, and your mind buzzing with possibilities. Share this with a friend who needs a dose of vibrant living. Tag us on #VibrantLivingPodcast and tell us your biggest takeaway. For more support, clarity, and wisdom, visit Donna at iVibrantLiving.com. See you soon.